You probably pass by places every day that look completely ordinary: a laundromat, a storage unit, a car wash, a vending machine. But the owners of these boring places may be making more money than you will earn in your entire working life. Most people search for crypto, dropshipping, a viral brand, or the next big idea to get rich. But real money is often hidden in the businesses nobody wants to show off. And do not underestimate them just because they are boring businesses. There are people in this world who started with completely ordinary, nobody wants to do it type businesses, and later built not just million-dollar, but billion-dollar empires. But today, we are not going to sell you a fantasy. We are going to see how these businesses actually make money, where people make mistakes, which costs stay hidden, and which risks can eat away the profit. In today's video, we will look at 9 boring businesses that have demand in both the US and UK markets. And do not miss the last 2 businesses, because if your budget, location, and numbers are right, those 2 can turn you into a real asset owner. Let's start with number 9. Number 9, pressure washing. From the outside, this business looks almost too simple. Someone shows up with a machine, sprays water on a dirty driveway, and leaves with cash. But pressure washing is not just spraying water. It is a local service business built on trust, visible results, and repeat demand. In the US and the UK, people need driveways, patios, sidewalks, shop fronts, fences, decks, and building exteriors cleaned. Homeowners want their property to look better. Small businesses want their entrance to look professional. And commercial clients may need the same cleaning again and again. The money usually comes from one-time residential jobs, repeat commercial work, and before and after proof. A dirty driveway becomes a clean one. A stained shop front looks new again. That visual result is what sells the next job. But this is not a magic cash machine. Pressure washing can be started with lower capital, but in the wrong hands, it is not a cleaning business. It becomes a damage liability business. Too much pressure can damage paint, wood, brick, or siding. The wrong chemical can ruin a surface. That is why insurance, proper equipment, and knowing what you are cleaning matter. This business fits someone who can handle physical work, talk to local customers, build reviews, and keep showing up consistently. The smart way to start is not to buy the biggest machine on day one. Start by learning surfaces, practicing safely, taking before and after photos, and getting a few local jobs first. But not every cleaning business is about walls, driveways, or patios. Some customers hand you something far more personal: their car. Number 8. Mobile car detailing. This is one of the easiest businesses to understand visually. A dirty car pulls up, covered in dust, stains, pet hair, and old coffee marks. A few hours later, it looks almost new again. That transformation is the product. But mobile car detailing is not the same as a basic car wash. A basic wash is easy to compare on price. And when customers only compare price, everyone becomes your competitor. Detailing is different. People pay more for deep cleaning, trust, and care. Interior shampooing, odor removal, pet hair removal, paint correction, ceramic coating, and premium finish work can turn a simple cleaning job into a higher value service. In the US, cars are part of everyday life. In the UK, people may drive smaller cars, but they still care about keeping them clean, protected, and presentable. That gives this business demand in both markets. But the risk is also real. Competition is high. Weather can slow you down. Seasonal demand can change. And if you only offer a basic wash, you can get trapped in a price war. Car detailing is easy to start, but building a premium detailing business is hard. The smart way to begin is simple. Learn the skill first. Practice on your own car or for people you know. Take strong before and after photos. Build local reviews, then slowly add premium services instead of trying to look big from day one. But both pressure washing and detailing still depend heavily on your own labor. Now let's look at a business where the machine does the selling, the collecting, and sometimes the waiting. Number 7. Vending machine routes. This is the business people imagine when they think of money coming in while they sleep. A machine sits in a hallway, someone buys a drink, someone grabs a snack, and the owner collects the profit later. But vending is not really a machine business, it is a location business. A vending machine does not make money just because it exists. It makes money when it sits in the right place, in front of the right people, at the right time. Factories, warehouses, gyms, college hallways, laundromats, office buildings, and repair shops can all work because people are either waiting, working long hours, or looking for something quick. That is where vending becomes useful. The money comes from small purchases repeated many times: drinks, snacks, protein bars, coffee, phone chargers, or other simple items. In the US, unattended convenience is already a familiar part of daily life. In the UK, vending also works, but permission, foot traffic, payment systems, and the exact location matter even more. Modern vending is also not just coins and cash. Card readers, mobile payments, inventory tracking, and better product selection can make a big difference. But the hidden risk is location. A bad location can turn a good machine into dead metal. Machines can break, products can expire, theft, damage, fuel costs, and restocking time can quietly eat the profit. This business fits someone who can negotiate placements, manage a route, track numbers, and test what people actually buy. The smart way to start is not to buy 10 machines at once. Start with one strong location, learn the buying pattern, then expand carefully. A vending machine does not make money. A good location makes money. The machine only collects it. But not every boring business needs a physical machine. Some businesses can start with one laptop, one skill, and a few small business owners who hate doing the work themselves. Number 6. Bookkeeping and small business back office. Ask a contractor with a glove box full of receipts, or a salon owner who made sales all week but still cannot explain where the cash went. That is where bookkeeping becomes valuable. This is not a flashy business. There is no machine, no storefront, and no dramatic before and after photo. But behind almost every small business, there are unpaid invoices, missing receipts, mixed expenses, and messy records that someone has to clean up. The money usually comes from monthly retainers. A local contractor, salon owner, online seller, cleaner, or small agency pays you every month to organize their numbers, reconcile accounts, prepare reports, and help them understand what is really happening inside the business. In both the US and the UK, small businesses are everywhere, and many owners are great at their craft but weak at tracking money. But this business is changing. AI and software are making simple data entry less valuable. So the opportunity is not just typing numbers into a system. Bookkeeping is not dying. Only boring data entry is dying. The real value is becoming the person who gives financial cleanup, monthly reporting, and cash flow clarity. A trusted bookkeeper does not just show the numbers. They helps the owner understand why sales are high, but cash still feels low. This works best for someone who is organized, patient, detail-focused, and comfortable with tools like QuickBooks, Xero, spreadsheets, and basic financial reports. The smart way to start is to learn one platform, practice with small examples, then offer a simple monthly service to very small businesses before moving to bigger clients. But some owners do not just lose sleep over numbers. They lose sleep over tenants, repairs, and late-night phone calls. Number 5. Property management. Everyone likes the rent check. Almost nobody likes the 11 p.m. call about a leaking pipe. Late rent, broken heating, tenant complaints, move-ins, move-outs, contractor calls, inspection notes, owner reports. That is where property management becomes a business. In the US, this is usually called property management. In the UK, people may also know it as letting management. The basic idea is the same. Landlords own the property, but they pay someone else to manage the problems. The money usually comes from monthly management fees, leasing fees, and sometimes maintenance coordination fees. The more doors you manage, the more predictable the income can become. But this is not passive income. It is problem management income. Property management means you are not just collecting rent. You are handling people, paperwork, repairs, expectations, and sometimes emergencies. In the UK, deposits and letting rules have to be handled carefully. In the US, licensing can change from state to state. This is not for someone who hates phone calls or messy situations. It works best for someone who communicates well, stays calm under pressure, keeps records properly, and has a network of reliable local contractors. The smart way to start is not to manage 100 properties overnight. Start by learning the local rules, helping 1 or 2 landlords, building a contractor list, and creating a clear system for rent, repairs, documents, and communication. In property management, the landlord owns the house. You manage the headaches. But some problems are even harder for owners to handle themselves because they involve health, safety, and trust. Number 4. Pest control. This is the kind of business people do not think about until the problem is already inside their home. A mouse in the kitchen, ants near the food, bed bugs in the bedroom, cockroaches in an apartment. wasps near the garden or the entrance of a shop. When that happens, people do not want motivation. They want the problem gone. That is why pest control can be such a strong, boring business. The problem is universal. It exists in the US, it exists in the UK, and it exists in homes, restaurants, warehouses, rental properties, offices, and small shops. The money can come from one-time emergency calls, but the stronger model is recurring service. Monthly or quarterly visits, regular routes, repeat customers. A home or business pays you not just to remove pests once, but to keep the problem from coming back. But pest control is not just killing bugs. It is a safety, license, trust, and repeat route business. Chemicals have to be handled properly. Local rules matter. Insurance matters. And customers need to trust you because you are entering their homes and dealing with a problem that affects their health and comfort. The power of this business is not just theory. Otto Orkin was only 14 when he started selling rat poison door to door. That boring problem-solving business later became Orkin, one of the most recognized names in pest control. Because no matter how modern people become, when they have a pest problem at home, they want a trusted solution fast. This business fits someone who can follow rules, work carefully, build trust, and handle uncomfortable jobs that most people avoid. The smart way to start is to learn the local licensing requirements first, understand safe treatment methods, and begin with a focused service area before trying to cover an entire city. But the next business is different. The customer does not come to you with fear. They come for something clean, shiny, and fast. Number 3. Car washes. A car wash is one of the most visible boring businesses on this list. A car drives in dirty, comes out clean, and the customer leaves in a few minutes. Simple from the outside, but behind that simple process, there can be a serious money machine. The basic model is easy to understand. Customers pay for a wash, a vacuum, an upgrade, or a monthly membership. And that membership model is where the business becomes interesting. Instead of waiting for one customer to come back randomly, the owner can build recurring revenue from people who pay every month to keep their car clean. In the US, car washes are everywhere because cars are part of daily life. In the UK, the market is different, but the demand is still there. People still want clean cars, fast service, and a convenient location. But this is also why car washes are not in the final two. A car wash can make serious money, but it can also carry serious risk. Equipment is expensive, land matters, water usage matters, labor rules matter, maintenance never disappears. And if too many car washes open in the same area, the numbers can change very quickly. The biggest danger is not water. In a car wash, bad debt can drown the owner faster than water ever could. If someone buys the wrong location, pays too much for the land, borrows too aggressively, or assumes every customer will become a monthly member, the business can turn into a loss machine. This business fits someone with capital, strong location sense, and the discipline to study traffic, competition, pricing, maintenance costs, and financing before signing anything. The smart way to start is not to fall in love with the shiny tunnel. Study the numbers first, watch the traffic, check nearby competitors, understand the membership churn, and know exactly how much debt the business can handle. So yes, car washes can produce big money, but now we are moving into the final two businesses, where demand is more basic, repeat behavior is more predictable, and the right system can slowly turn the owner into an asset builder. Number 2, laundromats. This is one of the most boring businesses on the list, and that is exactly why it matters. People can delay buying a new phone, they can skip a restaurant, they can ignore a trend, but they cannot stop washing clothes. In the US, many people use laundromats because they live in apartments, rental units, or homes without a washer and dryer. In the UK, the same idea is often called a launderette, and while the market looks different, the need is still there. Students, renters, busy families, travelers, and people washing large bedding all create repeat demand. The money usually starts with washers and dryers. A customer comes in, pays for a wash, pays for drying, and comes back again when the laundry builds up. But the better laundromat is not just a room full of machines. Modern card payments, detergent vending, snack machines, wash and fold service, pickup and delivery, and even commercial laundry contracts can all add more income. And laundry business is not only about coin machines. Cintas, a service company, started in 1929 with an industrial laundry model, collecting used rags from factories, washing them, and returning them to business customers. That shows the bigger lesson. Even something as boring as doing laundry can become a serious service business when it is connected to repeat customers and a system. But laundromats are not passive. The machines may spin by themselves, but the owner still has to understand utility bills, rent, repairs, cleaning, security, pricing, and customer experience. Old machines can eat profit. Bad location can kill foot traffic. Water, gas, and electricity costs can quietly rise. And if the place feels unsafe or dirty, customers may never come back. This business fits someone who has capital, patience, and the ability to study local demand before buying anything. The smart way to start is not to buy the first laundromat you see. Visit the area, watch the traffic, check the machines, study the rent, utilities, and repair history. Then look for a place where better systems can improve an already existing need. Laundromats are boring, but in the right location, this is a business where machines spin, customers return, and cash flow can slowly change the owner's life. But laundry still has machines, water, utilities, and staff to manage. Now comes a business where customers bring their own things, rent space month after month, and with the right system, the whole place can become an almost silent cash flow machine. Number 1. Self-storage facilities. This may be the quietest business on the entire list. No loud machines, no shiny tunnel, no customer sitting in a chair while you work, just rows of doors, locked units, cameras, gate codes, and people paying every month to store things they are not ready to let go of. That is the psychology behind self-storage. People move houses. Businesses need extra space. Families keep old furniture, documents, tools, inventory, seasonal items, or boxes they tell themselves they will sort out next month. But next month often becomes 6 months, then a year. That is where the recurring rent comes from. A customer rents a unit, sets up payment, gets access, and keeps paying as long as their things stay inside. With the right system, online booking, auto pay, gate codes, late fees, CCTV, and simple management software can reduce the need for heavy daily labor. In both the US and the UK, self-storage has become more than just extra space. It is now a real estate asset business. And the power of self-storage is not just theory. Public Storage, a self-storage company, started in 1972 with $50,000, and today it is one of the most recognized names in the self-storage industry that shows what can happen when a small storage idea meets the right location, the right system, and long-term demand. But this business is not easy, and it is not automatically passive. The capital requirement is higher. Planning, zoning, construction, security, insurance, debt, and local competition all matter. If the area does not have enough demand, occupancy can stay low. And if the debt is too heavy, even a good facility can feel like a trap. Self-storage fits someone who understands numbers, has access to capital, can study local demand, and has patience. This is not usually the first business someone starts with a few $100s. It is a business for someone who can think like an operator and an asset owner at the same time. The smart way to start is not to build a facility just because storage sounds profitable. Study the area first. Look at population growth, apartment density, small businesses, moving activity, nearby competitors, rent rates, and occupancy. Then ask one question: is there real demand for space here, or is it just an empty building with a nice idea? Self-storage is not passive, but if it is built correctly, it is not a labor business either. It is a business of rent, psychology, automation, and real estate. And this is the real lesson behind all 9 businesses. Boring business does not mean small business, and boring business definitely does not mean easy business. Many people think a boring business means just getting by or running a business that only helps you survive from day to day. But that idea is completely wrong. Some of the world's most successful business people started with boring businesses. One of them was Wayne Huizenga. He started in garbage hauling, helped build waste management, and later became connected with big names like Blockbuster and AutoNation. So the real question is not whether a business is boring. If the demand, research, location, system, and patience are right, any boring business can put you on the path to becoming a millionaire. But the wrong location, the wrong debt, the wrong staff, or the wrong numbers can destroy the profit. So before starting any business, it is important to understand these things properly. Now tell me, which one of these 9 businesses would you start with? And if you want more realistic business frameworks and ideas like this, you can subscribe to the channel.